All right, so let's talk about K-1 visa processing. I had a K-1 that was denied because it was left abandoned. Let's get into it. All right, so pretty much I filed this K-1, I think it was last year I filed this K-1. However, the petitioner had to, I think the petitioner had little defects, maybe some back in the day abuse charges on his filing, because when we submitted, there was a question and we submitted documents said his name was clear and blah 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 blah. However, the petitioner fiance had a baby and the petitioner had to fly to his fiance's home country to be there for the birth of his child. While he was away, the mail went to the petitioner's house, and by the time that he came back, the date was passed, and petitioner called USCIS several times to reschedule, stating that I was not in the country, blase blase. However, USCIS still denied the case, right? Why wasn't I involved? I wasn't aware. Petition didn't reach out to me. It was at the last cost, and this is what always happen. They hire you to take care of their case. However, they feel that they can handle stuff on their own, and it's when the rubber meets the road, that's when they reach out to you. And at sometimes, I'm not a miracle worker. I can't work miracles. I can try my best. But so what we did, petitioner said that he didn't have the money right now to pay for the motion to reopen, right? So sometimes, if you're lucky, if you're blessed, you can file the I-290B. That is the motion to reopen or to appeal the case, right? So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna try this. It may or may not work. However, we had a deadline to file. And if you know USCIS, they're not gonna respond to you until after the deadline, right? They're just annoying. So we filed a motion to reopen and did not include any filing fees inside there. And sadly, they waited 10 years and then they rejected it. So that there was no payment fee attached to it. And I'm like, this is nonsense. You're not in the wrong. You were not in the country. We submitted the plain information. But I think the reason why it was rejected is because we did not include the filing fee. And I did state that we are requesting the fee to be waived, because this was not the applicant's error. The applicant was not present in the United States, and therefore we are requesting, he was requested, it caused 3 times he got